Good evening, uh, viewers. My name is Phil the Thrill. This is Mr. Max Boivin, and of course, Table Runner Crispy. Uh, we're here. I asked the boys if they would play a fantasy EZD6 game where I got to GM. I was getting the itch, and so they agreed. We did our session 0 last Monday, so you might want to check that out if you want some meta knowledge. Or if not, you can just start watching. I'm sure you'll figure out who these boys are quickly. And this is unfortunately named Brine in the Wine. Maybe. I got roughed into that. That's the benefit of designing the thumbnail. You get to name the game, I guess. But that's fine. It probably works thematically. Anyways, let's get started. This is EZD6, if I didn't say that. All right, well, let's get started here. Okay. I'm gonna get one other thing open. I apologize. I gotta get one other thing open. Here it is.
Is it the map?
It's not the map.
Hello, everybody.
All right, here we go. Hello. Yeah. Okay. So in the village of Vinholm, it is a clear late afternoon. The a cold temperature and a hard breeze blows through the town. It's a clear day, and the rolling hillsides of Vinholm, where the vineyards lie across in rows, and at the top of those hills are 3 towers at 3 separate hills. In between the towers lies the village, where there are a number of thatched homes, and a sad tragedy has taken place with the disappearance of a man, a guard, who stood watch at one of those towers just last night. No longer his whereabouts unknown. Approaching the house is a dwarf in rags, I guess, shabbily dressed, and a hunter. Fierce.
Yeah, I'm walking toward the house with my hood pulled over my head, holding it with one hand, like taking clothes for the wind. I see the dwarf coming. I know that him.
I approach. My clothes are worn and simple, very inexpensive. Raise up a hand. Renard, it's happened again. A man gone missing.
I scratch my chin and say, "Yeah, so I heard. A guard this time. Think that they would be able to defend himself."
Cobblestone pathways line the routes between these small homes. The harsh environment, the harsh denizens of this land require a vigilance and a protective element to any real settlement. And Vinholm is no different. The large towers stand at towering over the 2 travelers, or 2 denizens.
I approach the hut of the guard, the home of the guard that disappeared, and I knock on the door.
Soft thud, muted by the thickness of the door. A trail of smoke comes out of the top of the hut, and a curious eye peeks through a grated hole in the front door, and then a piece of metal slides back.
I knock gently again. I say, "Open up, it's Renard. I'm here to help."
Renard. I poke Renard in the back. Tell the widow, or tell the woman that
I
Paul Cooper.
give a stink eyes to to Furious.
We may not want to assume that he's dead, but tell her that that the Paul Cooper's with us.
That's to interrupt the sentence. The door opens slowly. A woman, older, with puffy eyes. She has a green sort of cowl over her head, tight, but her face is exposed. Puffy eyes, tear-streaked cheeks, and she looks up with watery eyes up at Renard. Recognize this old woman, Tila. She just looks at you.
I'll lean down a bit and I grab her hand, one of her hand in both mine, and I say, "I'm sorry, Tila, for what's happening to you." But
She buries her face in your chest and gives you a hug. Begins to sob.
I just shut up for a second, put my hand on her back, let her like stay there for a little while.
I peek around, trying to see into the small, modest hut.
Inside, a hearth burns. A pot is on top. It seems somehow a combination of cozy but cold, like the heart has been taken out of it. It's some warm, comfortable chairs inside, just like any other living area in the village. Very lived in.
I let Tila go, and I look at her and say, like, "Well, try to find your man, but before we go, if we can ask some question that might help us."
She looks back up at you wordlessly. She says, she nods. She says, "Yes, there's stew on the fire." She looks down at Fierce. She says, "Hello, who's your friend, Renard?"
You've seen him around, I'm sure. You know, the Ferris. He volunteered to help as well. He knows the mountain well, as you can guess.
I'm here to serve, I say as I bow low, beard touching the ground.
She says, "Oh yes, of course. Please come in." She steps to the side and actually walks deeper in towards the hearth. Shaky hand grabs for a bowl.
I step in and I sit on the little stool at the table.
I step
Put
to the
my hand on
threshold
the
and sorry.
Put my hand on the table and just like tap my fingers slowly on the table.
I stepped in through the threshold, put my hands on the door jamb, and silently whisper a short incantation, a prayer, and then close up the door, move to the fire, and make sure it's well stoked.
Door slams shut with a gust of wind. And some of the shutters kind of shake for a moment. Woman says, "Damn wind." She spoons up some stew into 2 bowls and sets
Oh,
it on
not
the
for me,
table.
ma'am. I will be fasting till we get direction on where to find your husband.
I said, well, don't mind if I do then. I could use a warmth and energy.
The contents of the second bowl easily fit into the first along with the other, giving you a double helping, Renard. And she sets the bowl down and sits down.
Grab the bowl, and I put it in front of me, and I'm not letting it chill out a bit.
She says, the mayor said they would have men, they would form some sort of... I'm sorry. It's been such a long night.
The mayor might form some kind of militia but that might take a little while to put together, getting the volunteer, getting it organized. We want to go ahead and try to find so many track while they're still fresh.
Tila, your husband, his name?
Yes, his name was Dexter. He was the guard on the East Tower.
Is this the first time that he's been late?
Oh yes, it's been all night. He hasn't come back. He's abandoned his post. He would never have done that.
It's not
I
in his
promise he
character.
never would have done that. She says, trying to fight back the tears flowing.
I still have
down.
my finger like rolling on the table one at a time, like tapping a little bit, doing a little rhythm. I said, in the few days before last night, was there anything unusual about Dexter's behavior? Was he in a particular mood? Was he worried about something? Did he talk about something unusual?
She shakes her head and looks at Ferris. This is sizing him up a little bit.
I walk over to Tila, my head barely coming up to her shoulder as she's seated. Did he have a favorite pipe or something? Dexter, where did he spend most of his time here?
Points her hand at a very lived-in looking seat over by the fire. She says, I left it just as he did. I haven't touched
you've
it.
done well. You've done well. I pat her on the arm. Excuse me for just a moment. And I move my way over to this seat, this well-worn seat, and I kneel in front of it.
I'm just like looking at Ferris too.
My head bowed, 2 arms, my short arms extended. I start to call on the Father of Sorrow, asking him, Father, where is Dexter? Where shall we go to find this lost soul in this poor, modest home? And I continue on praying for guidance from my deity.
It's a miracle.
As once Ferris start praying, I grab the bowl of stew and I start eating, keeping my eyes on him.
The warmth of the home intensifies around you. Ferris gets warmer around you. And you hear a fatherly voice say, the man the man was taken by a beast. He is gone. He is lost.
I keep in the same position.
There's danger
Head
in
bowed.
finding him.
Whisper thanks to Moran, Father Sorrow. As I go through my incantations, I pull out a leather-wrapped small tome and begin to thumb through it, muttering still.
The voice continues. Kill the beast in my name. Ferris, my servant.
I raise my head to the ceiling of this hut. It shall be so.
Tila looks back, like clutches herself. She goes,
My eyes are all like strongly like fixating on Ferris while I like shovel like big spoon of shit in my mouth, of stew in my mouth.
I stand up,
Sure.
move to the table.
she
My
watches
eyes
you
lock
run
on Renard.
What does that mean? Why is he shaking his head?
I look
Renard.
at Tia.
I asked
And I
for
say-
an answer, but I have only a partial answer. I take from my bag some small containers, glass containers of tinted fats and other makeups. I reach up and put them on the table. I pat the Tila on the lap. Say, I know it's hard. Take these small exotic things. I believe your kind enjoy this. A little bit of rouge for the cheeks, and it might make you feel a little better.
She looks at the items, confused.
If you have no
Shake my
use for them, Tila, I shall not be offended. I give them to you as a gift. They will be easily sold, should you need to.
She says, thank you for your gift. What should I call you? Father?
No.
Your ex-
No. I am just a servant. You can call me Ferris.
Ferris, then. She looks
I
at
put
Renard, confused.
I put the ball like on the table, like it's nearly empty, and I lean forward, my elbow on my lap, and say, "Tila, you heard in the village that a few people have been lost lately, right? Dexter isn't the first one, so we don't know what's happening to them at first. We think people can get lost on the way, can go try to run away, can go try to get to the city, see if the pass is open, all kind of thing, right?
They haven't all disappeared, Renard. She says, interrupting you.
No, but a few disappear.
My son was with Dexter when he was taken.
Is he missing
Oh,
as
was
well?
he?
I only heard of the guard, Dexter.
She points at a closed door.
Can we talk to him?
He's there. He hasn't said a word since he came back.
I look at Ferris.
I nod once and turn on my heel, walk towards the closed door.
Flame of the hearth, the wood in the hearth pops and crackles a little bit, catching a little bit extra glare of brightness.
So you haven't said a word since, so we don't know if you witnessed anything of worth.
No, but I know he was there. And he's here. He's alive. Maybe she looks at Ferris. Maybe Dexter is also.
Well, we're hoping so as well. We'll try to find him.
Rather than respond to Tila, I pull on my beard and contemplation and then knock on the door that's closed. I'm coming in.
She looks down, defeated.
I look to Tila and I say, but if we cannot find Dexter, at least we need to find whatever took him.
I understand. It's what's best for the village.
I push open the door.
Sobs quietly. The room is lined with candles. Bunch of different shapes and sizes. The wind pushes the door open on you from the open window inside of the room as well. Candles are fluttering. The light from the candles not really necessary in this well-lit room. A young boy, maybe the age of 12, lies in bed with a blanket up to his chin, stark black hair, looking out the window, a shock of white across the side.
I walk up to the bedside.
I get up. I go to Tila, put my hand on her shoulder. I say, the best for the village would be to find Dexter alive. We need those kind of men and find whatever took him so this madness can end. And then I take off my hand and I move toward behind Ferris toward the door.
She nods, but the look of hopelessness does not leave her face. Inside, the boy looks out the window, says idly to Ferris, "A couple of the candles went out. Will you light them?"
Aye, lad. That I can do. Here, hold this for me. I take a simple leather patch strung from around my neck, the circle stitched in it, a symbol of the Father of Sorrow. I say, hold this, lad. I'll go light the candle. And I make my way over.
He makes no move at all.
I just lay
catatonic aside from the few words spoken.
I lay the holy symbol of my God on his bed sheet and then go to light the candles.
He lets out a nervous breath.
I stepped in the room and I closed the door behind me and I rest on the wall next to the door.
The candles lit, I return to the bed. There, lad. The candles are lit again. I lean in close. It's okay, son. I know what you saw. It's okay.
His eyes kind of well up. He keeps his gaze out the window. He says, I don't know why he let me live.
What do you mean by it?
The little lad here, he saw something last night, didn't you? He saw something, and it's something that terrifies him. Hence the candles and the light, even on a clear day. And that's okay, lad. And I pat him on the shoulder. It's okay. A beast.
His breathing gets a little more audible and shaky.
It's okay. A beast has taken his father. Spared the lad.
Not a beast, a man.
Oh,
Tall. Very tall.
a monster on 2 legs. Sadly, very common.
How tall would you say it be? Is it like much taller than me? And I raise my hand up as high as I can. Taller than this?
It's okay, lad. We're friends.
He shoots his eyes. He darts his eyes over to Renard's hand a moment, and then he nods slowly, shaky. Taller.
Shake my head. Look
Slender.
at Ferris.
You're very brave. Your mother will need you.
I wasn't brave. I hid. I watched.
There is a bravery in surviving.
It's a wisdom.
Say. In the days ahead, your mother will need you.
I step forward toward the bed and I lean down a bit next to the bed. I look at the boy up close and I say, in you hiding and surviving, that was probably the best thing you could do, because now you can transmit information that can help us find your father.
She said, he goes, he saw me. He knew. He chose not to kill.
You did the right thing. Now it's time to be brave and tell us what you know, what you saw.
I don't want to. He shakes his head.
Say, you're lad, you're safe.
Shutters of the window kind of smack against the walls. And he goes, ah! A couple of the candles blow out.
I'll get the candles. Don't you worry. Just keep that little piece of leather on you. As I turn and relight the candles.
I look at the boy.
Hand comes out of the covers and he takes the holy symbol and pulls it under the blanket with him, clutching it.
I look at the boy. I say, what do you mean by he let you live? He saw you let you live. Can you describe the scene, how it happened?
When he took my dad, he looked at me and just walked away like I was nothing. I swiped my sword at him with my dad, but there's nothing we could do. It's like he just wasn't there.
I look over my shoulder to Ferris.
Just a kid. I should have known. I shouldn't have
Candles.
been.
Candles relit. I come back to the bed. You're very brave. Many men, grown men, would have wilted instead of attacked. You must have a heart built like the mountain, huh? Look, you're already taller than me.
He looks away, shame crossing his face.
I look around the room for the sword that you just mentioned.
There's no weapons in this room.
I look at the boy and say, what happened to that sword that you were bearing?
He just stays quiet and looks out the window. His eyes quivering.
Say, stay with us.
I left it. I lost it. Don't.
You lost the sword.
Well, there's nothing to it then. We must retrieve it for you. You will need it in the days to come as you grow into a man and you protect your mother. We'll get you your sword.
Where did that whole scene happen? Was it at the guard tower?
He nods.
Which one? I look out the window.
He says, the East Guard Tower was my dad's watch.
Well, that's where we'll start.
I nod. Say, can you write? Do you know your letters?
He shakes his head.
Does your mother know?
He nods, pained expression on his face. I think so. She writes some things.
If you have any detail or memory that come back, if you can take note of them, that'd be very useful to us. We might need to come back later. I'll leave some paper and some ink.
He's dead, you know.
I know.
Did you see him die?
He nods. It's like he's choking.
Well,
There's the presence of the beast, the man.
we need to get whatever did that to your dad. There's still hope. Maybe we'll find your dad. We don't know what took him, so we don't know about this motive.
Boy looks at Ferris. Looking him in the eye.
I hold his gaze.
He lets out a shaky breath.
I stand up and I pat the boy on the back of the neck. Say, be brave, boy. And remember, if any details come back to you, ask your mom to note them for us. Go back to the door.
He doesn't
I
respond.
lean in close to the boy's ear. I have sworn to my God that I will see this thing destroyed.
He takes a sharp breath and starts weeping.
I take my small arms. I give the boy. I embrace the boy through his thin bed sheets, and I squeeze him hard. I say, "You will have to be strong. We will return. You keep that piece of leather close by. I will come back for it."
He nods to you.
Out of the room, I look at Tita. I say, the boy, his hair, it changed overnight?
She nods. She says, yes, he didn't have it 2 nights ago.
You tell me you can write.
Caused it to cause a shock of white.
You tell me that you can write. Is that true?
Yes.
I ruffle to my satchel and take some parchment, quill and ink. Say, here's some real writing material. If the boy's got any memories that showed up, I told him to tell them to you so you can note them down for us.
She has her hands out. Takes them.
I leave the lad in his bed. Carefully.
As you step through the threshold of the room, he pops up in his bed and he says, Don't forget your oath, Fierce.
I cannot forget my oath. My God will not let me, and my duty demands it. Now, get some rest.
He holds up the symbol.
I put my fist over my heart and salute.
His fist over his heart, holding the symbol.
Smile. Turn and
Nods
close
at
the
you.
door.
He wipes his tear.
I nod at Tila. I move toward the exit to the outside. Dart of the leftover stew in the bowl at the table one last time. Decide to just like step out. And I sit on the little porch, on the side, on the edge of the little porch of the hut.
My short legs take me to the table. I look up at Tila and say, he will be okay. He's in shock. Perhaps some of the stew will help in time, but he needs some rest. He's given us good information. We will begin our search. Now I will return. And I bow.
She says, "Oh, he talked."
Yes,
Thank
he will be okay.
goodness.
Very brave, your son. Very brave.
She looks around frantically and walks over, grabs a loaf of bread and takes your hand and puts it in there. And she says, for when the job is done, so you could break your fast.
I would prefer to break it in your company, Tila. And I bow. I mean no disrespect. I will come back. If I can, I will.
She breaks the loaf in half. And she says, "Fine, here. We'll share it."
Not wanting to give offense, I accept it. Thank you. I will return. And
She
then
holds it to her and she bows to you reverently.
I take the modest hard loaf with me outside of the hut and stop next to Renard. Pass him the loaf.
I'm
Sun is
sitting there
setting.
on the little porch, and I'm smelling a little like vial of perfume. When Ferris arrived, I put the plug back in and put it back in my jacket. I grab the loaf of bread. I look at Ferris. I say, like, you must not like refuse the hospitality of people all the time. So you need to learn to accept what they offer, even if they don't have much. I put the loaf in my bag.
The sun is setting. It's not gotten any warmer. The wind is still pushing through in this early spring day.
Moran has whispered to me.
So let's walk. And I get up, and we're at a slow pace. I start moving toward the east.
My pace has to have to take 2 steps to keep up for every one of Renard's. So I follow beside. My supplication was answered. Father Sorrow tells me the man is dead. He was taken by a beast, but no, I was thinking beast like a wolf or a lion. But no, the boy says a tall, slender man. But no man. No, because Father Sorrow said it was a beast.
And the
I
boy
vowed
say
to kill it.
the man would be taller than, and I raise my hand, like taller than any man could be.
A giant.
He said he tried to strike it with his sword, and it went through like nothing was there. A giant shadow.
Curious. The
Well,
East Tower, then? We should go and check and see if there's tracks still.
that's why I asked you to come along, Ferris. I thought this was maybe more of your domain than mine.
If the
Tracking
blade
lost
passed right
people.
through, yes, you may be correct.
The walk east. It's through the heart of the village. which is surrounded by 3 large hills. Village is in a valley that is in sort of a bowl made by these 3 hills. Each one of the hills has its own watchtower. City proper approach or gets closer as you walk. Village proper.
I head toward the east tower. So let's go see like the last place where Dexter was seen, apparently. Keep an eye peeled, like if I see like a drop sword or anything, a child sword.
I train an ear to the conversations, eavesdropping as we pass through, listening for the conversations of the humans in this village.
The village is large enough to support a successful watering hole tavern. There's some conversation taking place outside of it on the patio there. A few men smoking their tobacco. One of them says, "We cannot allow the lights to go out tonight." Poor Dexter. No doubt taken by whatever creature has been harassing us all these evenings. Why not go tonight? Why does the mayor wait? Say as they shake their heads and smoke their pipes. They spot you and Renard. One of them
I
shouts,
smiled at
"Renard!"
them.
Raise their hand.
And I waved. I move closer. I extend my hand and I give him like a big shake of the hand.
It's
How you doing, John?
Leon, one of the farmers. He shakes your hand and he says, "Renard, off on a hunt?"
Well, you heard what happened to Dexter.
Indeed. He looks over towards Ferris. Looks
I
down.
bow, my beard touching the ground.
So we're trying to gonna try and figure out what happened, more detail, right? Those rumors, they're not good.
These nights are cursed. They seem to be taking the lights away and then absconding with some villagers.
But not all of them.
Inside the speakeasy is kind of a bustling conversation. It's almost white noise, some music played by some fiddle, stringed
So
instrument,
Leon, you
a dirge.
you knew Dexter, right?
Oh, sure. He's been in this town as long as me. I think he grew up here.
I didn't know him that well. I knew who he was, but what kind of fiddle was he?
Other man named Mitchell, one of the livestock, a rancher, says, "Oh yeah, he's more of a family man. Didn't really spend time in the social circles. Just did what he needed to do and went home. Spent his time with his family, smoking his pipe. I think a bit of a writer, I heard." And Mitchell says, "Yeah," or I'm sorry. Leon says, "Yes, I heard that as well.
A writer.
Enjoyed his studies."
Oh, a writer. Anything particular?
Say again.
Anything particular, like about him, like peculiar about him?
Just that he was very scholarly, sort of an odd occupation, or sort of an odd hobby for a guard, wouldn't you say, Mitchell? Mitchell goes, "Oh, I don't know. Not much to do around these parts."
The hours watching the guard posts are long. It's not unusual. With my people, that's very common that we would take something up to pass the many hours. Please, sir, who found the boy last night?
Oh, Mitchell and Leon look at each other. Leon says he wandered back into town on his own, stumbled his way through here, and got picked up by Niala in there. Points at the tavern entrance. She chaperoned him to his house.
Did he say anything?
No, he didn't say a word.
Didn't have his sword with him, right?
Just had that white shock of hair. You know what? I can't remember.
Well, look at the sky, I say. I guess we'll be on our way. Want to get to this tower and see if any tracks are there or what.
He says, "Oh, you're going to investigate the rumors of the abductions. Maybe Mitchell, would you like? Do you need some help, Renard?"
I look at Ferris, I say, I think we're good at the moment. But maybe at some point, now we're just like gathering information.
Mitchell says, "No. Me and several of the other men wanted to assist with trying to find this creature. Maybe I could get a posse together and we'll come find you at the East Tower.
I think
hunt this beast down.
I think it's a good idea to get organized for the moment. Get ready. Get your weapon in check. But stand by for now."
Leon looks at Mitchell and says, and then looks at Renard and then at Ferris. He says, I bet old Dexter wishes that people would have acted fast. We can't afford to lose another man.
But we need to have a little more information. Make sure, and I point at the cup that he's holding. Say, try not to drink too much. Stay sharp.
Looks at the cup, throws it out, puts it down.
When time's right, you're right. We'll need to act fast. But there's no point in rushing and blindly.
Mitchell, ignoring you, says, maybe we should get a patrol going. And Leon says, now that's an idea. Maybe 3-man a patrol. And they start coming up with the logistics of whatever sort of watch is about to spontaneously start.
I look up at Renard. It's good that they have a willing heart. Before their watch tramples all of the tracks, we won't be able to find them. These patrols, well, perhaps we should find these tracks right away.
I look at the guy and say, patrol could work, but stay close to the core village and don't go alone. Stay at least 3 men together at all time.
With plenty of light.
Plenty of light. Even if you go for a piss or a shit, stay together.
All right, Renard. So you heard him. Three to a group. Let's go inside and get people off the drink. And he slaps Leon on the back, and they head inside the tavern.
I look at first. Yeah, let's go first. Let's go investigate this place, and I wave at the guy as I walk away.
He's engrossed in his own goals, talking to each table.
I follow beside Renard in between a walk and a jog in order to keep up.
Make my way to the East Tower without too much talking, stroking my beard, thinking.
Pathway up to the East Tower, still stone roads, or sort of sporadically buried stone just to kind of mark the path. Plenty of room for grass to grow between the stones. Some large logs or boards are put on the incline up the hill towards the tower, making some rudimentary steps made out of earth and wood. Tower, as you approach, the signal fire at the top lights up brightly, illuminating the surrounding area as the sun sets.
I go close to the door of the tower, and I lean down on one of my knee, and I start looking at the ground for tracks.
Stone tower, expertly crafted, as out of place in this more of wooden and thatch village. This tower is made of cobblestone and mortar. Looks like it's ancient. The door is solid oak and functional.
I look for if there's any like track in the mud or in the dirt that goes away from the beaten path, from the like where people like went in and out of the tower a lot, right?
Check.
I think that would go in different direction.
Success. Some small footprints, size of a 12-year-old boy. Sporadic, walking away from the tower towards the village. Along those footprints, a sword half buried in the brush.
I look over my shoulder to Ferris, and I pick up the sword and I raise it.
Well done.
Small, crude weapon, starter sword.
It's the sword of the boy. He said he tried to strike the beast with it. It went through. I look at the blade closely, looking for any nick or anything special about it. Any mark or...
Nothing stands out as
Tell Ferris, like,
remarkable or unusual.
there's nothing remarkable about it. No nick. I hand it over
No
to
damage
Ferris.
at all.
Hand it over to Ferris. Look like it hasn't been used at all.
Well, it has no blood on it. But that does not mean it hasn't been used. And I bow my head and whisper a prayer, thanking the Father of Sorrow for preserving the boy, guiding us here. Then I tuck the training blade into my belt. Okay, so it happened here. And I start walking around the base of the tower, looking at the stone, running my fingers across the stone.
Wind picks up at your back. The night is fast approaching. Air is getting colder.
I move toward the door of the tower and I knock on it strongly.
Someone shouts from above. It says, "Who's there?"
I yell back, "It's Renard!"
All right, one moment. At the bottom of the door, a strange light dusting, almost like sawdust, sprinkled along the floor here.
I crouch down. I lick my finger and I put it in the dusting, and then I bring it close to my face and I smell.
It has no smell.
Just touch it with my tongue a bit.
Salt.
I look around my shoulder for Ferris.
I've made my way around the base of the tower, back towards the heavy oak door.
Around the tower, the hillside boasts a incredible view of the surrounding area. Vineyards descending down towards the other hill, and the across this valley over towards the North Hill and tower. Just these rows.
I extend my finger toward, with the substance on it, toward Ferris. I say, "You put salt around the tower."
Salt. Salt. That's. They believe they're warding off evil spirits, perhaps.
I guess they do, yes.
Salt.
Door creaks open. Now, what are you doing here, Renard? It's an old veteran named Pavel.
I stand up and I say, "We're here to about the situation, right, with Dexter."
Yes, quite the story I've been hearing.
You alone here tonight?
Yes, unfortunately.
Put my arm. I grab his bicep with my arm, my hand.
He's a
say,
smaller, thinner guy, frail in his 60s, but he used to be a veteran soldier, still is a veteran soldier.
Say, you're probably in the safest place tonight. You know, they say lightning doesn't strike twice at the same spot.
Huh. Well, that's not how predators act. Usually they come back to where they feed.
I look at the ground.
Over at Ferris, and he gives you a nod.
I bow deeply.
So you're the one that salted the door, the ground?
What do you mean?
I just shake my head and say, "Never mind." And I make my way in the tower.
Opens the door wide for the two of you. Can't say I don't appreciate the company. It is a bit spooky here, knowing what happened last night. Damn cowards in the village. Oh, happy to let old Pavel take the volunteer.
They may find their courage yet, Pavel.
Once they've had a few drinks, you mean?
I'm walking around the tower in the inside, like looking at everything around, like judging the environment, looking for clues, and I just say like, well, they
Another
They are talking about making
another
patrol.
dusting of salt over towards the right.
I move toward the dusting of salt and I crouch down and I put my finger in that. I said, Pavel, you have nothing to do with that either.
What's that? He walks over and looks at me. He's like, huh, what is that?
I look over my shoulder to Ferris. I just say salt.
Salt?
Eyes narrow.
He puts his finger in it and licks it. Ah, so it is. That's strange. No, I didn't put this here.
I move toward a table in the center of the room. I look at what's on it.
It's nothing's on it. It's got a small log book, a plume.
I look at Pavel. I say, "Did you touch at? Did you touch anything when you arrived?"
Ah, well, I lit the signal flyer. Some supplies down here. Point gestures towards a closet. Get the fire going.
I reach for the logbook and I slide it toward me.
I crouch down next to the salt, and with my hands, I brush it together into a small pile. Start dropping it into a small leather pouch.
A sense of dread when you touch the salt.
I immediately brush it off my hands. Take a step back. I reach for my holy symbol and then realize I gave it to the boy. I look over at Renard, eyes wide. Whatever that is, the creature brought it.
The gets markedly darker inside the tower. Pavel looks up and he says, the signal fire went out.
I look over my shoulder and I say, I look at Ferris. I said, assault? You think the creature brought it?
Pavel starts walking up the stairs.
Hold, I say to Pavel. And I reach to my belt and I draw my mace.
What is it? I've got to light that fire. That's my job.
I look over to Renard. Something's not right. I have a feeling I cannot. The father warns me.
I draw my sword. Say, Pavel, to arms.
Pavel says, I've got to light the signal fire. It's upstairs.
How well fed was this fire?
I've been doing this a while. I did it properly.
So why did it go out?
Because something put it out, I say as I scramble up the stairs, trying to catch up to Pavel.
He watches you quickly catch up to him. Kind of moves out of the way.
I fall after Ferris.
I step past Pavel, moving my way back or up the tower towards the signal fire.
He starts to follow you. The wind is careening past the tower, and it's blowing down this spiral staircase, blasting at you guys. making a howl.
I look at the signal fire. I look at the wood or the ash in the pot.
Some of the ash kind of blows off of the signal fire and kind of making this like swirl. Drifts off.
I poke at the fire a bit with the tip of my sword, lightly.
It's dead. Totally. Pavel says, well, what? Not even a cinder? And a hand comes swiping at you, Renard. The long, inky black fingers surrounded by sort of a swirling dust takes a swipe at you.
With my reflex, right? I raise my sword, trying to swipe at the end, swiping. I'll make that a 6.
Passes through the hand, doing nothing as the hand comes through and tries to swipe at you, bypassing any physical armor you may have. Oh, I'm sorry. And misses. And this tall, very tall, lanky, wraith-like skeletal figure with this like black tattered robe stands in the in this at the top of this tower with you, with the three of you. And he whispers,
and I say, in the name of Maran, and I grab my mace in 2 hands and I present it, and it glows with this warm yellow light as I call down holy light on this creature. I'll make that a 4.
boon.
2 strikes on undead as the glowing light surrounds this, highlights this creature.
It the pillar of light bursts the creature into flames, and he goes, turns white and explodes. This like dust flies out, kind of sprinkling around on the walls, a salty flavor to it. Pavel goes, what in the hells is that?
I look at some of the debris that fell in my cloak and got stuck there, and I grab it, taste it. I look at first, it's salt.
I'm already on my knees, head down, beard on the stone of the top of the tower, as I give thanks to the Father of Sorrow, the Maran, for hearing my cry, granting me this boon.
I look at Pavel. I say, make sure to relight this fire and not let it go out.
You hear some echoing voices. It's 2 more of these things float up to the tower, perching on the wall.
My head snaps up. Renard, there's more.
Different states of decay, as though they were decaying bodies. One of them carries the familiar face of Dexter, and this swirly cloud surrounds them, making them difficult to strike. And one of them swipes down at Pavel. The other one tries to swipe at Renard. But Renard.
I try to step to interpose myself between Pavel and the whatever is swiping at it, and I yell like, "Pavel, get that fire going!"
Okay. The creatures both end up swiping at Renard. This ghostly long-fingered hand swipes through Renard. Miraculous save.
I'll make it.
Feel it passing through your armor.
Feel like this coldness.
As the other tries to wrap its arms around you.
Stepping back after like the first feeling of this first hand going through me. Very disturbed. I swing my sword in front of me. Eating nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I somersault over from a kneeling position, grabbing the mace as in that motion, moving towards Renard. And behind this creature, I swing the mace.
The mace passes right through the creature. It turns to face you.
I look up, spittle coming from my lips.
Pavel is moving, is sliding around, looking at these creatures, and he says, "We must flee! We must flee!"
Light the fire, Pavel.
More howling noises coming from below the tower. As the creatures, the one where Fierce's mace passed through, turns and squares off against the dwarf. The other faces Renard. Both
in the shadow, avoiding like the swipe, trying to distract them, trying to attracting their attention, but making sure they cannot touch me. I say, Pavel, focus on the fire.
The tower is doesn't support their height. They're all hunched over, trying to grapple at the two of you as your smaller bodies roll around. Renard?
I'm still dancing around, trying to keep their attention, but making myself hard to catch.
I move to Pavel, grabbing a small stick and thrusting it in his hands. Quick, light it!
I mean, leadership. He says, okay. He takes the stick and moves over towards a bundle. The creatures, one of them tries to swipe at Renard again, the other one's eyes tracking Pavel. It steps towards him, swirling dust around him, flaring out, giving a bane on attacks. Swings at Renard. Miraculous save.
No.
This time reaches through your body and swipes at your essence, leaving some kind of dark, unspeakable wound on your psyche.
I feel like the air leaving my lung.
The other drifts past Ferris and swipes at Pavel, who goes, "Ugh," at the pack. He says, Renard, help!
I run to the back. My small legs of Pavel. I reach up to Pavel. My hand glows as I put it on his back. Ugh, grunt with pain. Light the fire, I say.
He takes a deep breath, re-energized as his injuries vanish.
I jump, pointing my sword like toward the creature that just swiped at Pavel, knowing full well that it's gonna be like pointless, other than maybe like dragging attention.
Bane to hit.
To
The
like sweeping in the
swirling
darkness.
cloud makes it difficult to connect. Even though connecting would be meaningless. The creature attacking Pavel turns to you again, Ferris. Tries to take his toll. As a hit. Miraculous save.
Success.
It as it swipes, the hand like stops on your body as if it's repulsed. And he goes, "Rah!"
I start muttering, repeating an incantation from my holy text. Gain me strength.
The one facing off on you, Renard, attempts to grapple you. Again, clumsy. Pavel, reinvigorated by Fierce's healing, takes his flint box and starts firing it into some kindling like an expert. Good roll. And it this little bit of straw or coconut husk or whatever it is starts like flaring up, and he says, okay, and the creatures recoil.
Say, good job, Pavel. Like, stoke those flames. Make the fire as big as you can.
Fierce.
I grab one of the sticks nearby from the bundle. I thrust it in with the kindling, leave it there to catch, and then spin towards the one that is harassing Renard, and move closer to that one, muttering all the while.
As you approach, another rises up to the wall of the tower. And they all try to take their toll. One of them follows you, Ferris. swipes just over your head.
Invigorated by the father of sorrow, I dart away.
The other tries to slam down on you as well, Fierce. To no avail. And Renard, the
My
last
chanting gets louder.
Mark 5 is true
Yeah.
as it swings at you. Miraculous save. Nice.
Yeah.
As
I feel
Pavel blows on this kindling, and it flares up, lighting a torch. The three now of a fourth comes up. They all recoil, like, and the two in the tower like kind of flitter out as though they were just shadows retreating from sunshine. And he like shows the torch to all of them, trying to keep them at bay before putting it in the well-fed signal fire. It lights up quickly.
I look around the tower with my sword, like waving around, looking at the creature, see if anyone like is coming back again, is coming toward me, and I step back closer to the fire.
Difficult to see in the dim light, but Fierce, at the very edge of the of some of the brightest light, you can see these shadowy stalkers sort of skirting around the edge of the dim light.
Renard, look there. They circle just at the limit of the torchlight. Quick, let's arm ourselves with the torches. I look down at my mace. This has done nothing.
Your human eyes are unable to see the creatures.
I reach for a torch and I dip it in the fire pot to light it up.
He says, those must be undead. He says, he's like, you'll want some sort of magical weapon, Lord Renard.
I stop.
Looks at Fierce.
I look up at Renard. Lord, something you didn't tell me?
I just shake my head and I take the torch out and all it. It's a magical weapon. Where would I even get that? And I put the torch in front of me and step a little closer to the edge of the tower.
I move to the signal tower and also retrieve a burning stick.
He says, if you can get to my home, underneath the floor mat, I have a stash of an old weapon from the old days. You're welcome to it.
I look at Pavel and I look over the edge of the tower and I say, that might have to wait for the morning if we make it there.
He says, he lights a few other torches nearby just to get multiple sources of light going. They can't snuff them all.
I move to the edge of the tower and look out towards the other two towers that stand as sentinels over Vinholm, looking to see that if they're lit.
All the towers are lit.
Good.
And a few torches are approaching the tower that you stand at.
I move toward the edge of the tower, looking for one of the shade, clinging to the tower, and I try to jab the torch at it.
Just darkness and wind.
I see my
Crescent
good.
moon.
No.
The waning half moon is bright, but difficult to see the shadowy beasts.
I call over my shoulder, Renard, one of the patrols approaches the tower. Then I turn back to see the patrol and wave the burning stick over my head.
Another answers you within its own wave. The shadow stalkers at the edge of your vision, Ferris, note or look at the torches as well, and you see one of them staring up at you. The others flee into the woods further to the east. And the last remaining, the tallest, follows behind.
I mutter like, those fool. I told them to stay in the village proper.
I swear a curse under my breath. I will see you destroyed. I so vow. As I look at the tallest one fleeing to the east, marking the direction, I turn to Renard. They're gone. They've fled.
Pavel says, "Oh, thank the gods, or the father of sorrow." He nods at you.
Marin, yes, wisest of the gods.
He nods.
My people, at least.
You feel a warmth from within, Ferris. It's a fortification, feeling of fortification as you lose a strike.
I turn
drop
toward
to my knees.
the two other guys.
Say again, Renard. Sorry. Can you say that again, Renard?
Oh, I turn toward the two other guys and I say, like, it seemed like for now, like the fire is our best defense. So maybe we need to stay here and make sure the fire is fed till the morning.
Pavel nods. You can count on me, Renard. Nods at Ferris.
I put the torch that I have in my lit torch in a bucket of sand on the side to snuff it out. I say, no point in wasting that for now if they're gone. And I reach in my satchel and I grab the half loaf of bread that I got. And I cut a chunk of it and I end it to Pavel. So how are you feeling? Did it touch you?
You did, but looks at Ferris. I feel fine.
I sink to my knees, lay out the mace in front of me as I bow my head, my hands outstretched as I give thanks to Marin for his support through this night against this deadly foe. Absorbed in my supplications.
I rip another chunk of bread, extend my hand toward Ferris.
My eyes see the motion and I see the bread pass to me. I take it. Why, thank you. But I will not eat it here. I tuck it into my simple, plain clothes. I promised Tila I would break my fast with her.
I start like nibbling on the remaining bread as I sit down close to the beacon fire, enjoying the warmth and the safety of the light.
A sense of acceptance and accomplishment comes to Ferris from an outside source, and I think we'll call it the game. Yeah.
Right on.
How'd you feel about it?
It was good. I liked it.
Right, instantly ask for the feedback. That was not what you're supposed to do. But
No.
No. Right.
I'll tell you, I like the character that I have and Ferris, and I like the start of it.
The start was the hardest thing for me. I had a hard time getting into the character.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not sure how I want to play this guy.
Yeah.
But I think that
he seemed a little silly at the start.
Yeah, I seem silly. I'm like, I'm not going for silly. Like, I was like, I'm kind of silly. Like, I don't want to be silly. But then it totally changed when we were in with with Tila and her son, and that it all started to gel a little better. And then by the time that scene was over, I was like, okay, yeah, I feel like I
felt like it would hard set the tone when she's like weeping in Renard's chest.
Yes, yeah, totally.
Like, okay.
I like that scene. I like the whole scene with Tila and the son, stuff like that, like the talking. Like I felt like there was a lot of like character exposition going on, right?
I was trying to, like, she silently like is taking comfort in you because she knows you're a widower. You know, so she knows that you have experienced what she's experienced or what she's experiencing. I didn't know how to make that come across because I couldn't just say it. It's like, hey, you're a widower too, just like me.
No, it's all right. Almost mention it at some point, right? Like, but like I say, like, well,
it wouldn't be something you'd mention. It would just be like an unspoken thing, right? But yeah, I feel like I kind of ran the little boy too long. I think you should have gone catatonic sooner. But I liked that he came around because of Ferris.
I like that too. I was like, oh, good.
Yeah.
Actually, so I was making some headway with this kid.
It's kind of good.
Yeah.
Right.
I like also like the team up makes sense, right? Like with the Ferris and Renard. Even though we might not be like the fastest of friends, like we're in good term, but like now, like it's kind of like it makes sense that you're coming along because like all of the rumor that we heard.
Do you guys want to see art for the Shadow Stalker?
You got some?
Does that interest you?
Sure.
I've
kind of got a picture in my head, but yeah. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah.
Me too.
That's cool.
Pretty cool, right?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was like, I was trying to think of ways that I could fail rolls and not die, so that I could get my whatever.
How many strikes did I have you guys down to?
I only took one, and that was because I had healed the.
Yeah, that's right.
Pavel.
Yeah. I only took one because I managed like to save a few times.
Yeah, the rolls were crazy.
The rolls.
Phil did nothing but ones, and we rolled nothing but sixes.
I needed 3s to hit, and I like hit you guys twice or 3 times. It's crazy.
Yeah. You hit me 3 times.
I wanted it to seem scary. I wanted you guys to feel like it was getting intense.
I was scared because I couldn't do anything to them.
That's right. We couldn't really do anything.
I wanted to see what you do if I didn't let you, if you could do nothing.
Yeah.
I wanted to see how you would handle that combat.
They were the right thing.
Are you only allowed to do 1 pillar of fire per scene or something?
Per day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so unless I have 5 karma, then I can recover the ability, but I only had 4.
Yeah.
So I needed to fail 1 more time. I could call it back.
There's no way. Like if you could do that ability as many times as you wanted.
Yeah, then it would be crazy.
I could see Friar
being really good.
Being good without devout.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't get it, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
Just for
I liked how you handled the I liked how you handled my devout, like when I called for the miracle.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought that was cool. And I liked how you gave me like that. Your task is to destroy this thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
So I was
Yeah.
wondering what you
Cool.
thought about that, Max, because that's very much a thing you don't like is when you are given orders by a higher up that you really can't refuse. I feel like that's kind of what happened in this case.
Well, you could still refuse.
I'm not going to refuse
And,
his deity. He's like,
I loved it.
You
so
never-
much.
like-
I liked it a lot.
Like almost everybody in the fucking Bible do that.
yeah.
It's like
this ain't the Bible. It's like,
no, but I mean, like, that's the old fucking story. Like, it's always a story, right? Like, God tell you to do something and you refuse to do it. I did
Go
that
to
myself.
Nineveh. I don't want to go to Nineveh. All right, then take a
Exactly.
ride in a
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah,
okay,
Yeah.
that's true. All
but
right.
yeah, you can still refuse. Like, God can tell you something, and then if you refuse, you have to suffer consequences. But you have a free will,
I
Okay.
loved it. I thought it was great. I was like,
and it's
you
always
know,
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I just like the idea that I ask for a favor. The favor comes with a cost. Like the cost
Yeah.
is
An
you're
aegis.
yeah. Not only will I tell you that guy is dead,
Yeah.
and he was killed by a beast
Or a
whatever.
Gaius, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was a Geus or I don't know how to
guys,
say it.
guys.
Gaes, whatever
That
that
one.
however
Whatever
that's
that is.
pronounced.
I'm fine with it. I think
Yeah.
that's entirely.
I was
appropriate.
thinking because I was like, why would a god give you imperfect information? I don't think this god's going to speak in metaphors. I don't really think that's how it's going to work. It's going to be like a clear answer. Usually, when gods are talking to you, you're like, oh, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, oh, I wonder how I can interpret this thing. Especially like, unless it's like a god of mystery or some crap,
Right.
But
right.
Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they talk in sign, right? Or they're just like
sign, sure. But usually you have, in my view of gods, I would think you have a very clear understanding of what they want.
Yeah, I could get it as an impression, but
Yeah.
in this case, it was great.
Yeah.
I liked.
Okay,
how,
good.
I
I'm
really
glad you
liked
liked
how that worked. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
yeah.
I kind of fudged the whole you get a strike back because you like kind of created a follower
Oh, right.
in Pavel.
yeah,
So I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay, well,
yeah.
you get a
Oh, I
strike
like
back.
it.
A new adherent to the faith.
Yeah.
I love it.
And so
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's
if you pay attention to session 0, the
Yeah.
more followers a god has, the more powerful the god gets. So it was
Yeah.
like,
Great.
as
Oh,
a boon to that.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Got
thing.
the strike back that you took for the follower too, right? So it's
Yeah.
7 like more automatically striking.
Yeah. I like how you guys just kind of like supported Pavel getting the fire lit. I thought that was a solid strategy.
I loved
You're like,
the
okay, I'm healing
assault,
him.
too.
Okay,
That was good.
I've handed him supplies. What do I got to do? Get the fucking fire lit already.
Yeah, we're just like light the fire, man. Light the fire.
Freak it
Light
out.
the fire.
Just trying to draw attention away from him. So
Yeah, you were providing the distraction, and I was his cheerleader, his little
Mhm.
3'10" cheerleader,
He healed him too. I mean,
and I did
Yeah.
heal him.
Yeah.
I did heal him.
Yeah.
My-
At the beginning, Phil, did you have a lot of stuff written down?
no, I had nothing written down.
No. Oh, at some point it felt like you were reading or something.
No, I just like,
You
oh,
just-
because I have, okay, so let's talk about what my prep is. Because I wanted to
Yeah.
talk about that a little bit. So, okay, so this is what I have. I don't know if you can see this. This is, by the way, the map.
Yeah. Oh,
Cool.
The map of
should use that for a thumbnail.
yeah,
Like
use
you
that as
said,
my
use the
thumbnail.
map for a thumbnail.
So this is like the pathway to the forest.
Sure. Yeah.
Goes south.
Yeah.
And then off to the east.
Yeah.
And that's the way to the mountains. And there's the
Gotcha.
vineyard between the east tower and the
Hey,
north tower.
Love me a map. I love
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Tila, I had that written out. She's a widow. Her husband's Dexter. Son is Rima. And then he's got black hair with a white streak. That's pretty
Nice.
much what I had written down. And then I had these 8 names.
Nice.
Little LMNOP QRS.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 men, 4 women.
Nice.
Oh,
And so
I was about
that's my
to make
prep.
up some name
Also,
at
I
some
had
point.
I had a stat block for my creature.
Yeah.
And I had our Curse of the Leviathan Session 0 notes open. And that's all I had open.
Because I was about to make up name at some point, right? Like in the
Yeah, I
with
kind
people
of
because
cut
I
you
got
off. I
name.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
Leon. That was
I have
Leon.
no reason to cut you off, but I did.
Yeah.
Leon the farmer
Well,
and Mitchell the.
yeah. Otherwise,
Leon
I
and
was called, like,
Mitchell. That's the L and the M.
yeah. Oh, the
Had to show you how the sausage is made there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niala.
because I don't know if you're gonna
Awesome.
rewatch the session, but at the very beginning,
Mm-hmm.
you felt a bit more natural than usual. So you felt like you're like the information was coming a bit more robotic and a bit slower. So that's why I was really like, oh, did he prepare? Is he reading? Is he green texting us?
Yeah.
But
Be me.
what?
That's how I started it. That's how I start the session. Be me.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You're in Vinholm.
yeah. But if you rewatch, maybe you'll catch it.
No, I think that's just me, just like you guys. I mean, you guys were kind of
Oh, I was
not in it at the start
awkward
either.
at
I
first.
think
Yeah.
Max was pretty good at the
Max
the
was
gate.
good at the start. I wasn't. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I was also like trying to get my legs.
I don't know. I felt like ready with this character. Like, sometimes I like the James Lucky, right? Like I couldn't find him, but this one I found him right away, right? Just like did the warm and affable side came in?
It did. You feel like you
Yeah.
are a pillar of the community.
I liked how everyone kind of knew him, and I
Yeah.
was an outsider, and I liked that. It was always
Yeah.
like, whoa, I like that a lot.
Some people kind of know you, but they're like,
Kind of, but
kinda.
because I'm so small.
So
fade in the
my impression
background.
was you haven't even been there that long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Like less than a season.
my
'Cause
only
but you-
contact really
Did you
is Renard.
spend the winter there? Because you haven't, because
Yeah.
the mountain passes was inaccessible
Yeah,
up
Right.
until recently.
probably spend the winter there, but people don't
Probably.
go out much in the winter. and
Okay, so you've been
No,
there for
probably
a
saw him
season.
around.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, you came off. I thought you were like coming away from the mountain
Right.
after the thaw,
Mhm.
and you're like, I'm exiled now. I'm living here. So that's kind of where I was at the start. But then
Yeah.
Max was like, he's been here for like a million years. What are you talking about, lady? And I'm like, of course you have.
No, I didn't say a million year. Like I said, I'm sure you saw him around, right? So,
But like
Yeah.
I was playing a short dwarf. Like I'm
Yeah.
not playing I want to be dwarf that's
You did mention your
3'10".
stubby legs. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was trying to reinforce that I have to look up to Renard all the time. I have to take 2.5 or 2 steps for every
Step
one of
forward.
his. I've got to
Every one of my NPCs looked down at you.
Yeah,
if you
I'm the
noticed that.
same height as the 12. He's taller than I am, and he's 12. No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Also, I made that part of the reason why these guys are all missing you. Like, how am
Yeah.
I supposed to touch this guy? He's like way down here. I'm like 9 feet tall.
I know, and I'm tiny. Tiny. I'm a smaller dwarf.
Right on. So, yeah, you guys got any questions? Or you good?
Good.
Not a lot of viewers.
Yeah.
Okay, what
yeah.
do we got here? Oh, Adept Austin. Here we go. Just in
Hello.
time for the after action report. I'll have to watch the VOD. Any demon babies? In fact, there
Not
might
yet.
be.
There might
And
actually
it would be
be.
fine.
This game,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Did you achieve
I
the
don't-
arch game potentially?
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't have like I got rid of my quill and ink, and I
Yeah.
like how I integrated the perfume, right?
Yeah, I like that it's like a keepsake. There is an optional rule in EZD6 about keepsakes where you can once per game use it and then have a fonder memory and then gain 2 karma.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
cool.
Yeah,
Oh.
so if you want to do that, that's fine with me.
That's
I'm
fine.
okay, Fierce, if you want to use your holy symbol as that.
Sure.
Keepsake, that's also
Sure.
fine.
Because I have both. I roll like this perfume and fake Joel, and because I'm a
Yeah.
widower, like I saw like that's probably like a
makes
necklace
sense.
that my wife had, and
Some
the perfume
remnants
that
of
she
your
would
wife.
wear. Yeah.
I liked that one. I also noticed that when you were like out on the porch. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, he's making the perfume his wife's.
That's a
That's
cool
so
idea.
cool.
That is a cool idea.
Yeah.
I need to
And
look
you're-
at the.
I like how Fierce is just like, here, take
Here's
all
some
this
makeup.
crap I rolled up.
I don't want it. You could sell it, I guess.
I rolled up a lot of garbage items. Enjoy.
Yeah, like you can take this makeup because of your puffy eyes. You know,
Because of
you've
your
been
shit
balling.
eyes. You have
I
a
don't
lot
want
of
to say you look
asshole eyes
terrible,
right
but
now.
here's some makeup.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
You could use a little makeup. Just
Thanks,
saying.
Father.
I'm not saying,
I'm not
but I'm saying.
saying, a little bit of rouge on your cheeks. You'll
There
be
you go.
fine.
I need to look at the how the potion work because I can brew some potion, right? So maybe
Oh, yeah, you
that
have
can be
healing
part of the strategy.
potions.
I have healing potions, but also I'm an alchemist, so I can make
Ooh,
my own
nice.
potion.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe it's something like
Um,
that could be come an endy against those beasts. I'll need to look into that. But
Yeah.
this book doesn't have an index, so that's a big flaw of EZD6.
No
Um,
index.
No
I
index.
feel like it was made clear in game, but I just want to reinforce it. That Fierce, when you used your Pillar of Flame, it affected them like they are undead because they're undead.
They're undead. Yeah, I got
I feel
that.
like you would know that.
Yeah,
And
I got it
you
from the
also, like,
effect. Yeah.
and also from the seeing the face of Dexter, right?
I think
That's,
Pavlov even
oh,
says they're undead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He did. He's like,
well, he
"Ah."
doesn't know. He doesn't
But
know.
he doesn't
fucking
know.
shit.
But the
he doesn't
reaction,
know.
I think, Alec makes
Pavlov's a veteran. He's
he
the
seems
guy.
to-
Undead?
He's there to pass on information. He's my exposition bot.
nice.
And,
Well-
and magic sword dispenser.
Okay,
And
I don't
latest
know that he
devotee
knows.
of Marin.
Yeah, newest devotee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Well, good night, Adeptostin.
Good night, Adept Austin.
Yeah,
Looking
thank
forward to
you.
another great campaign. Well, I hope so. What do you think?
See,
You
like,
think it's got
there's
legs?
a
Crispy?
potion of sorry.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
What you said?
I was just wondering if Crispy thought it had legs. You think it's got legs?
Yes.
Max?
Yeah.
Campaign.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and I feel like once we solve that thing to go right. So I like there's a bigger world to explore. Because we can do the campaign. That could be our new campaign, I guess. But unlike the Horizon, or not unlike but it's different vibe than the Horizon, because the Horizon, like, we go to system, and each place feel very different. But now, like, because we don't have this technology, it's gonna feel like much more continuous, I guess, right?
Yes, I think so. Yeah,
So I think that could be interesting too, to see like a different take on the campaign. What do you think, Crispy?
I think so.
Well, how do you mean? What's
Well,
different?
in the
about it?
Horizon, you could go large distances and be in some place that's completely different than the place you were before.
Oh, okay.
Whereas here, the world's a lot bigger than that. It's a lot larger world than Horizon, where the worlds themselves feel kind of small because you can just do a jump drive to another world, and that's so the
everything feel like more self-contained, right?
That's interesting that you think this world feels bigger than Horizon.
I think it could over time because distances are more important. Whereas in Horizon,
you gotta walk through them. You're not gonna have. Well, you might. I guess you might have a girl that can teleport you places. That might happen.
Eventually, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But I feel like more like a.
Is this new? This is regular core AZD6.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. See,
so
like
far raw, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. Although we did give me an extra inclination.
What the hell is raw EZD6? It's very much about do whatever the hell you want.
We have to talk about like how much potion I can make, because like there's one there, like I can see in darkness, right? For example, right? Like even in the absence of light, so that could be handy. Although having light might be.
Well, let's talk about what you need. I mean, you need components. And so what do you think the move is? Just kind of give a cost in components, or
there's probably a role involved. There's probably a role involved too to make it.
Yeah.
So maybe the move is like, because I assume like in my other probably have like some material to brew potion, right?
Should there be a role? I mean, you're talking about like
the role could like either.
There's no time limit. When you have no time limit, it's like
Yeah, but it's also like it can encompass both if I like succeed in doing the recipe properly, and if
Yeah.
I have the proper ingredient, I guess, right? There's not even like a healing potion.
It does
in
say
the
in the EZD6 rules, if you are in what is called narrative time,
yeah.
you don't even have to roll for your spells. It's just your spells happen. It's only when rounds matter that you actually roll for magic. So I would think the same would happen with brewing potions. I don't think it should be a roll at all. Just something you do that you're able to do because you have the
Okay.
feat or
But I
whatever
can
it's
do
called.
any
Inclination.
one of them, or
Well, you have to have the materials. So we'll say
we
it's
decide
just
to have the material or not.
a cost. Yeah. So let's talk money. How much money do you guys think you have? Fierce is basically totally destitute.
I have a vow of poverty.
He has a vow of poverty and a death
do.
wish. So
I
he
do.
did sneak in a couple of
I snuck in a few things, guys.
snuck in a
Sorry.
couple of banes on himself. Couldn't help it.
But no, I'm doing a vow of poverty.
Yeah.
I see him
I
kind
don't
of well,
You worship a poverty deity or
Yeah.
something, right?
yeah. His thing is he wants his followers to serve the
poor.
poor.
Just be
The
super
poor are
poor.
your masters. is
Yeah.
The whole thing. So
I'm at like a modest 12, right?
You don't mind money as much. You have like
Well,
3 side hustles.
Yeah, but like they all kind of shit, and like I'm a lot of it I do like pro bono just for the benefit of the community,
Mhm.
right? So I don't like a
Kind of a barter system.
kind of barter
Going
system,
on.
exactly. And and they take care of me, I take care of them.
Mhm. So
kinda
we'll
thing,
say
right?
that maybe there's an herbalist in town and you bring her
Yeah, I bring her
a
I bring her
hunt, some of your game in exchange for materials. Sound good?
Yes.
And we'll say basic. It's like I don't want you to have like 20 potions, though. You know what I mean? What is the
Yeah,
limit?
cannot carry that. Cannot carry that much, right?
It becomes imbalanced pretty quick, though, right?
Yeah.
Because doing a healing potion is a free action, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
it is.
So you're just like walking around with unlimited health.
Taking a potion is a free action. It heals 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's crazy. So it's like, yeah, I'll just take 6 of my healing potions. I'll just have 12 strikes in the back pocket. Like, oh, okay.
It's not how it works, but
Well, how does it work?
you take strike when you get damage,
Uh-huh.
and the healing potion take them away. So once you're at 0, they do nothing.
Okay, so I can take 12 strikes in my back pocket. Is that how
Yeah,
would
but
you
then
say
you
it?
have to. It's a free action. It's true, right? Yeah, that's a bit.
Yeah.
That's a bit OP. They
Yeah.
should take your turn drinking a potion.
I
Wow.
agree. That should be
That
your
would
turn.
that would compensate for like the friar being able to do the miracle without taking
Mhm.
the vault. We should say that. Yeah, I think taking a potion because
But one of
takes
them
time.
nerfs you and the other one benefits you?
Yeah, it's to counterbalance.
You're saying balance as a team.
A balance is a team. Yeah, I don't care about the individual balance.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
There's got to be. We'll look into it. We'll look into that.
The game doesn't use equipment slot. It use common sense. It state like, well, if the rubble rods are fine, you're carrying too much, then it can put you bane on everything or whatever.
Mhm.
There's no like hard limit, and I think we're pretty good at it. I don't think that's something you really have to worry about it, right? Like it's not something you really have to worry about.
Yeah.
Usually we're pretty reasonable in what we carry.
It's
Maybe
on
the
page 40. That's right. I'm reading it right now. There's no hard, fast rules on how much you can carry. Use common sense.
Yeah. Maybe potions are like the size of a punch bowl. Yeah, so
Drink the whole punch bowl. But definitely it's an
I can
action.
maybe carry one of these guys, but I gotta like
But
both
they're the
hands.
size of the punch ball, and you can drink them as a free action.
It's a gallon. You got to pick.
You really
gallon.
have
Goes
to get
down
them,
quick,
get them
though.
swirl.
Yeah,
That's right.
Get them
Shotgun it.
swirl.
yeah, that's good.
That's funny.
Fixed it. There we go. All right. Well, I think we'll call it there.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Crispy. Thanks
Hey,
so
thank
much,
you.
Max, for being players in my game.
Thank
I'm
you for running
enjoying
that
it.
for us.
I felt immersed. Did you guys feel
Yeah.
immersed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Not
I
at
felt
first, but that
immersed.
was on me. I did get there though. I got there.
Yeah. So basically what I try to do is like I envision the scene and then I describe the things that are happening that you guys aren't in control of. So that's
Right.
why I was like hitting the fire and the breeze and all these things.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right, y'all. Well, thanks so much for watching. We're gonna try to do it on Mondays. And we'll see. You got anything you want to promote, Crispy?
Tomorrow I'm going to try to do a Chaos Ensues session 0. So we'll see if that happens. I really enjoyed Chaos Ensues. It's like a Delta Green. I've got that coming up. And then not this Friday, but a week from this Friday, I believe I've got a panel discussion with Warden or Andrew from Nobody Worked the Bugbear and
really?
Dean and I. So I think
And
we're
who?
doing that on a week, not this Friday, but a week from this Friday, I believe.
On your channel?
I believe that'll be Nobody Wake the Bugbears channel, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure if it'll be live or not. Probably not live. Anyway, we'll see. He likes to edit it so it's like nice and polished. And
Yeah.
it's all new to me.
We don't
Right
have anything
on.
coming up, Phil, right?
Huh?
We don't have anything coming up.
Well, depending on if you get crap phone to set up that thing, but yeah, I don't think so.
Butt quack.
Butt quack.
Yeah, sure, butt quack, whatever his name.
Butt quack. Yeah. It's hard to find out to figure out a time that works for all of us. You know, is working. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks so much, and I hope y'all have a great evening. God bless. Take care.
Take care, all. Yeah.
See you next one.
Happy St. Patrick's.
Yes, tomorrow. Yeah.
Irish
Wear
or
green. Get your green.
Wear
on.
green.
Saint Gertrude of Nivelles for people
Or
who
I
have
will
cat.
pinch you. Or my shadow stalker will pinch you.
Yeah,
So,
it's Muay Thai Day too tomorrow.
Obviously, it's
There
Muay
you
Thai
go.
Day
He's
too.
He's getting
knows that.
pinched for sure. It's
Yeah,
Muay
well,
Thai.
yeah, we have we don't have any class because it's a special event.